Did you think you could stay away from me? I have a record now because of you. I hope you don't think there's any chance I would just give up our daughter to a simple housewife.
I've already started filing for divorce. I have nothing else to discuss with you. I've already found a job and I can afford to send Lena to college.
Don't think everything is going to be so easy. How big do you think the gap is between my lifetime earnings and yours?
What exactly is it that you want to say? Do me a favor and just get out of our lives already.
You lived with me. You saw what kind of lifestyle a big company like mine can provide. I don't think either of you will be able to stand the simple life that you can muster.
You mean the lifestyle where you barely gave us any money to live on while you caroused around town with your squeeze? There was absolutely nothing luxurious about the life that we lived with you. We had to deal with your abuse every day when you got home. Throwing food, throwing Lena's textbooks. Outside the house, you pretended to be a model husband who spent quality time with his family. But inside the house, you treated us like garbage.
I mean, you are garbage. One useless, good-for-nothing woman and the garbage that she begat. You couldn't even give me a son. Just another woman, destined to be as useless as her mother. And yet, instead of tossing you out like the garbage you are, I kept you around. And now you're trying to run away from me? If I had known this garbage was going to run off, I would have never bothered to pick it up in the first place. Everything would have been fine if you just listened to me, but you had to go and backtalk.
Well, what do you expect? I have zero use for a husband who cheats, provides no money, and just makes our lives difficult. And give the alpha male chauvinist language a rest, why don't you?
Get this through your head. Women are only good into their mid-20s. A dried-up old tart like you has zero value to anyone. That's why I got myself a young piece. She's the complete opposite of you.
Great. Then go live with her.
And unlike you, she's got a brain in her pretty little head. She doesn't make me angry. Anyway, we'll be plenty happy never hearing from you anymore. But don't think this means that I'm going to forgive you for running off on me. I've got it. If you ever want to see a penny of child support, you better come over here and beg me for it. Right on the doorstep in front of everyone.
There's no need. I don't need so much as a penny from you. So just leave us alone from now on. Goodbye. All done. I'm on my way home now.
Okay, I'll get dinner started.
Thanks, hun. I appreciate how much you've been helping me out recently, even after you started working.
What's this all of a sudden? Of course I'm helping out. You're always working so hard, too. It's the least I can do.
But you're in college now.
What?
I've been wondering if you might have a boyfriend or something.
Is that what you've been worrying about?
I've been wondering if you might.
I'm not dating anyone right now, so rest easy. And even if I did, I would only date someone who understood that my mother takes priority. I'll always be on your side. I promise that will never change.
Oh, Lena, that does it. I'm picking up some ice cream on my way home.
All right then. Drive safe! Hold on a second. Oh my God.
What's wrong?
What should I do? Mom, hold on. Whatever you do, don't come home yet. He's in front of the house.
Huh? By he? Do you mean?
Yeah, it's Dad. He's slamming on the front door right now.
He's doing what? Lena, are you okay? He's not in the house, right?
The door's locked, so I'm okay for now. The curtains are closed too, so he can't see me. I didn't think he can force his way in or anything, but I think it's best that you don't come home right now. I'll let you know as soon as he leaves. Just find somewhere to go until then.
No way. There's no way I'm just going to leave you there with him. There's no telling what that man will do when he loses his temper.
If he sees you, he's just going to get madder. You understand that, don't you? Right now, he's standing in front of the house yelling for you to come out. There's no way you should come home right now. Got it? Please.
I'm calling the police. If I call them before anything happens, he can't get too out of hand.
I don't think it's going to make any difference. Do you remember what the police said when we called them before? They said it was just a simple lover's spat. It pisses me off even now, just thinking about it.
That cop was just an old man with outdated thinking like your father. Of course, it still makes me angry when I think about it too. But things must have changed since back then. At the very least, calling the cops isn't going to hurt any. I'd much rather call them than risk anything happening to you.
Okay, I got it. Hold on a second. Someone is talking to him now.
What's happening? Who is it? What's going on?
I guess some guy from the neighborhood is talking to him now. It sounds like his name is Shane or something. The Shane guy is warning him to cut it out, from what I can hear.
Really? Shane? I wonder if he'll be okay. Your dad is in one of his moods, isn't he? It's going to be bad if anything happens. Please call the police right away.
But it seems like everything is okay. He even apologized to the Shane guy.
What?
Well, all the neighbors and his coworkers always took him for a nice guy. Maybe he doesn't even want to look bad, even in front of our new neighbors.
That's true. I guess he wouldn't want to keep shouting if it was going to draw attention to him. Maybe Shane is an acquaintance of his?
He's down on his knees now. Who the heck is this Shane guy? Do you think I should go out there?
No. Stay inside. It's still dangerous. Just hold on. I'll be there in just a minute. I'll see what's going on.
I had no idea that you were acquainted with Mr. Morales. He's the former president of my company. I guess it really is a small world.
What's the deal? Coming to the house and messaging me out of the blue?
You and I have quite a history, you know. I've thought about things very carefully.
I thought we agreed that you would stay away from us and that we would be history. We have no connection anymore.
Don't say that, haha. I came over to try and fix things and reestablish our family ties.
Did you hit your head or something? You think we want to reestablish ties with you? You who treated us like garbage and cheated on me? Not in this life or the next.
Well, about that. Do you think we could just let bygones be bygones? I was young. I'm a totally different person now. I know I really made life difficult for you guys.
Do you know how long I've spent looking at your nice guy facade? Let me guess. You're apologizing right now because your old president happened to walk by and see you last night. You never came over to apologize or anything. The best thing for me and Lena is if neither of us ever has anything to do with you again.
I get it. I don't want to cause any more trouble for you guys. But I was hoping, do you think you could tell Mr. Morales that you've forgiven me? If he hears it from you, I think he would definitely believe it. I don't have any way to get in contact with him myself.
You made your bed and you need to lie in it. Trying to barge into my house after however many years, screaming my name and bothering all of the neighbors. Shane heard you screaming and rushed over to help us out. On top of that, you're a total stranger to me as far as I'm concerned. You should just be glad that the police didn't get involved.
Yeah, but there's a real chance that I might get fired the way things stand now. After all the work that I've done to get into this company and climb the ladder. You understand, right? I can't let all of that work go to waste.
Nothing to do with me. Don't come to me looking for help. This is completely your fault. And for that matter, I heard that you told the people at your company that the reason we got divorced is because I cheated, when actually you were the one cheating and making life hell for us.
Well, I have to maintain a certain image at work, you know?
I'm guessing that that woman finally ran off on you and you came over here to try and force yourself back into our lives. If she really was smarter than me, she would. I've gotten away before making the mistake of marrying you.
Of course not. The truth is that I felt a lot of pity for you and Lena, and I came over to see if I could do anything to help you guys.
Is that right? No, we're good. We don't need pity or anything else from a guy like you. So, no, I don't think I'll be lying to Shane for you. Besides, I told him the real reason that we got divorced ages ago. It's a little late for you to start apologizing now.
What? We were together for over 15 years. Don't you think you could do even just a small favor for your ex-husband? I'm just asking for a little support.
I can never forget what you did to us, not even for a second, and I can't forgive you. I had no idea Shane was your old president. He volunteers to help single-parent families like ours now, you know. He's even renting this house to us at a special discounted rent. Anyway, there's no way I could lie to him after all that he's done for me.
Come on. My whole life is on the line here.
Your life has got nothing to do with me. And besides, my and Lena's lives are on the line as well. And I have to prioritize that over you. If I give in here, it'll be just like before when you had me jumping at your every whim.
Jumping at my every whim? You know, the most important job for a woman is respecting the opinion of men.
Oh, God, are you still on about that? Do you think you could say something like that in front of your coworkers? Or in front of Shane? There's no way. All the stuff going through your head is something you would never actually say in front of people. Don't you realize how dumb that is?
There are some things that go without saying. And women like you, the only reason you exist at all is for men like me. So, you should get your act together right this instant and do what I say, woman.
Actually, I seem to be getting along just great without you. You're nothing to me anymore. So, don't contact me again. Goodbye forever.
Hold on a second. You're really going to treat me like that after I've come asking for your help? Man, you really are dumb. Do you really think your life would be better without me?
Are you still talking? Do you really think you're in a position of power here? We don't need you at all. You might have treated us like trash, but the biggest trash in our lives the whole time was you. That's why we threw you away. So why don't you get your act together and acknowledge that it's you who is nothing but trash? Soon after that, Tad, my ex, was demoted and transferred far away from us into the boonies. As his former president, Shane could have gotten him fired, but there was really no telling what he might have done to us if that had happened. So, taking that into account, Shane figured that it would be better just to use the transfer as a way to get him away from us. As part of the transfer, he was also demoted from a managerial position back down to regular staff. There's no telling how well a guy as arrogant as he is can put up with that kind of situation, but I really doubt he could quit and risk working at a big famous company. I expect he'll plaster a fake smile on his face and just take it. Apparently, Shane also grew up in a single-parent home, so after he retired, he wanted to support other single mothers. Every day, I count my blessings, having someone like that living in my neighborhood and even willing to rent me my house at a discount. If it weren't for him, I'm sure my ex-husband would have done something to me and Lena. Of course, we would have called the police, but the police only take care of things after something has already happened. Not only that, but even if they were to arrest him, it's not like he would go to jail after just one time. My biggest fear is that I would end up losing everything. With that in mind, I think the current situation is really the best way forward. In other news, it seems that Tad's girlfriend really did run off on him and ended up getting married to some young elite. It seems I was right on the money in guessing that's why he showed up at the house. I think any woman would have to run away from him in the end. He couldn't find anyone else willing to put up with him, so he came knocking at my door. He actually thought I would get back together with him. It makes me angry to think that he actually thought I would get back together with him. But things are finally actually finished now. As long as he is working at his current company, he won't come back here again. So from here on out, Lena and I can get back to the lives we've built. As trash as my ex is, he at least did one thing that I can be thankful for, giving me Lena. She is the most valuable thing in the world to me.